15th different state. For the first time, the Firefighters come to Arkansas with a mission of revenge. 7,300 of our closest friends at Dickey Stevens Park in Little Rock will see the rematch of the first ever game in Banana Ball Championship League history. The Firefighters against the Loco Beach Coconuts. The last time they played was in Florida State. That's when the Vibes overcame a choppy start and extinguished the Inferno in a massive rally in the final inning. The newest kids on the beach, fresh off of a win over the Texas Tailgaters, continuing to put an eye on not being the youngest kids in the sport. But the fire department, off a difficult weekend in Savannah, going out to right a massive wrong on their schedule with some key reinforcements back in the rightful spot in the lineup. An early sign of a rivalry brewing here in Banana Ball. It's the Loco Beach Coconuts and the Firefighters right here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And with that, we say hello and welcome to the Dispatch Center here at Dickey Stevens Park. It's AJ Switek, apparently Yoshi. I'm Zach Staten, your Fireside Chatter. AJ, these two teams have gone in different directions since they met in Tallahassee 2 weeks ago. Firefighters, tough weekend in Savannah. The Coconuts, all they know is Heartstoppers at this point.
Coconuts are the coolest thing since the dinosaurs. I mean, this is a team that's just bringing love and energy all across the country, and that game coined the comeback Coconuts. They've already proven this is a team that plays wire to wire under Coach Crocco. They've got the right mindset. It's a process-orientated group. And I'll tell you what, only good things have happened for Loco Beach. 2-1, but this is a big opportunity for the group in black and red to get in the left-hand column.
It was a big opportunity at Florida State just 2 weeks ago in the Banana Ball kickoff event when these two teams played in the first game ever in BBCL history. We take you to the video because the Firefighters quite literally got off to a fire start. Eric Jones Jr., the all-time leader in home runs for the Savannah Bananas, on his first swing with the Firefighters, it's a big fly, home run, Firefighters up 1-0. Bottom of the fourth, Armando Becerra, former party animal, his first hit is a home run. It's 3-0. Bottom of the sixth, 3-1, Tyler Hughes, his first hit, full-time player as a Banana Baller, home run. It's 4-1 after 6, and then AJ, Gideon Ansel just took over.
He did. Put the Superman cape on. Able to get a run in the 7th, and that's really what started the rally for Loco Beach. He secured the first equalizer point of 2026 with a barehanded grab out in right field, and then the biggest hit in Loco Beach's young history, a home run with one away in the 9th inning to tie things up. From there, Loco Beach didn't look in the rearview mirror. Ben Parker, don't let the muscles fool you. He can fly. Scored all the way from first base on a ball 4 sprint, gave Loco Beach the lead, and then the baddest man in Banana Ball, C.J. Williams, came in and diced things up. 1, 2, 3 in a row, 3 up, 3 down. He helped Loco Beach to their first win in franchise history on opening night.
It's the first franchise in Banana Ball history to win their very first game as well. Now, for the Firefighters, for 6 innings, they were absolutely rocking and rolling in that game. And part of the reason why they have hope this weekend here in Arkansas is because of the surprising start, the hot start, for a guy like Tyler Hughes. 9th round pick in the Banana Ball player draft, as you see here, Gideon Ansel. They just want to brag about him even more on Loco Beach. But Tyler Hughes, just like Gideon Ansel, is a rookie. But so far, he's been the most consistent player for the Firefighters, playing out of position, was supposed to be an outfielder, now at second base. And if you look at the numbers, Tiny leads the Firefighters in hits, average, extra base hits. He's also gotten tricky with it. 4 trick play outs so far, and his first Banana Ball hit was his first Banana Ball home run in Tallahassee. Got a heck of a personality. We got to meet Tyler Hughes and learn a little bit more about him. For more with him, let's send it down to the newest member of the BTV crew, Michael Schwartz.
Hey guys, it is so good to be with you. Also to be with Tyler Hughes here. Flames on the jersey, but your game is heating up. First hit as a Firefighter went over the fence. What was that like?
Man, honestly, I don't really know. I blacked out. But no, it was a feeling like I've never felt before, and I hope I can feel it again sometime. That was great.
We were talking about just the mentality. You guys are still looking for that first win. You're playing a really great game right now. How do you set the bar for the rest of the guys?
Yeah, I mean, I just come out and try to be like setter, high energy, let the fellas fall in behind me. And I know they're going to. We're right there, so no worries.
Some of these guys on the team call Arkansas home. What's it like to be here so far and look around right now at the 7,000 fans?
Yeah, when I got here, I looked at the stadium. I was like, it's not going to be too bad. And now everybody's here, and it's like, oh, my goodness, there's a lot of people here. So, yeah, I mean, they're cheering. It's loud right now. I mean, this is amazing.
A lot more people than when you did the backflip in Times Square.
Yeah, probably.
Tyler, appreciate it. Have a great game, man. Hey, we got more Banana Ball coming up just after this, live from Arkansas.
There is literal fire shooting up from the ground here in Little Rock, Arkansas. We welcome you back to Dickey Stevens Park here for the Loco Beach Coconuts against the Firefighters. AJ Switek, I'm Zach Staten, and AJ, the biggest story for the Coconuts so far, not just the comeback kids, but Ben Parker's been unbelievable in just 3 games so far in his banana ball career.
I mean, realistically, what more can you ask for from the leadoff spot? Again, only 3 games into the season, but boy, in that small sample size, he has looked the part. League leader in hits and runs, and what impresses me most, he's hitting at the top of the lineup of a group that's as hot as anybody. In those 13 at-bats, he's yet to strike out, Zach. He puts the ball in play, and good things have happened.
And last week, he showed off how just athletic he actually is when he pulled off a backflip catch. He's the first new member of the backflip club here in 2026, and he made it look so simple, AJ.
He really does. I mean, just an athletic freak of nature, but it doesn't come without the brains. This guy attended William and Mary, the second oldest institution in America. And I mean, what can't Ben Parker do? And that's without talking about the 5 tools on the field as well. Parker has been a huge addition to Loco Beach, and you see why Coach Crocco really vitalized and took him early in the draft.
He's been rightfully picked at the bottom of the first round here for the Loco Beach Coconuts. He's shown just how athletic they are, but he's really shown just how personable they can be as well. By the way, you talk about William and Mary. His grandfather has a business award named after him at a little place called Stanford University. Quite literally, in the Parker family, it is the brains and it is the brawn.
It is. And Ben Parker, I mean, there's only so many words in the dictionary, so I'm running out of good things to say about him. He is that kind of player. And you look at Loco Beach, you look at their 2 wins, I'll be frank, without Ben Parker, there is a very real world where that left-hand column doesn't have the 2 tallies. He scored the go-ahead run in Tallahassee and then scored the go-ahead run against the Texas Tailgaters, and the teams win on Sunday.
He's been unbelievable, and that's been the story of the Coconuts. They've found ways to get it done in really difficult spots here, but they just keep finding ways to win. That's the Loco Beach Coconuts. The anthem is playing here at Little Rock at Dickey Stevens Park. We've got a legitimate jam-packed 7,300 fans about ready to lose their minds. This is the second time Banana Ball has played here in Arkansas. Last year, Fayetteville, Party Animals, Tailgaters made the debut. Now, for the first time, the Firefighters playing here in Arkansas. We're about ready to lose our minds here. When we come back, we throw the first pitch, we ring the bell, and we play Banana Ball in Arkansas for the first time with the Firefighters and the Loco Beach Coconuts. Stay with us. The lineups are next. All right, the Firefighters and the Loco Beach Coconuts about set to play. Let's look at the Firefighter defense. Very key additions back in the lineup for the Fighters. Armando Becerra last week missed Savannah in order to mourn the loss of his father, Guillermo. We certainly still send our prayers and condolences out to the Becerra family, but he's been a massive addition in center field. Mason Maxwell at first base. Eric Jones Jr. will start behind the dish because he's catching for his longtime teammate, Jared Donaldson, who has just been incredible to start this season out. Corner infielders, by the way, Logan Lacey, Mason Maxwell. Lacey's good to come out of his slump here with a couple of trick plays and really get rolling. Jared Donaldson on the bump to start his 3rd game for the Firefighters this season. His 1st World Tour with the Fighters, his 4th World Tour overall here in Banana Ball. And to say he's been absolutely on fire would be an understatement. 5 innings so far pitched this year. He leads the Banana Ball Championship League in strikeouts with 7, has a 1.8 ERA. He's been incredible. He hasn't been able to get on the winning side of the column yet, but AJ Switek, when Donnie Day is being celebrated, it's really tough for hitters to find their way, and the Loco Beach Coconuts are going to have to go up against a very, very locked-in pitcher.
Well, it's been a continuation of last year's success. The 7-3 win-loss record is what really speaks to me, because this is a group that rallies behind Donaldson, and they didn't have too many wins last season. To be frank, a lot of them came with him on the mound, and Val Perez turns to Donaldson to face off against one of the most electric, maybe the most electric lineup to this point in Banana Ball. Ben Parker, we talked all about it. He leads things off, the three due up, him, Tanner Allen, Jordan Brewer in the first, but don't be surprised if you see the heart of the order as well. This is a group that's able to keep the line moving. Eric Osberg, a 10-year pro, cleans things up. The catcher, Ashby Vining, then followed by the best athlete to ever wear number 23, Dane Toughlin. Gideon Antle has been must-see TV, and it's rounded out by J.D. Urso at DH, Sal Jacobo, a wizard with the leather at second, and Peyton Chatagnier bats 10th, playing position number 6.
AJ, you ready?
Born.
Banana Ball, I know you're ready. I think Arkansas is ready. I've been seeing that since Fire Drill Live out in the Party Plaza. We got one thing to do before we're fully ready to go. Let's get it downstairs to the big man, literal 6'7" Kaz Egan, to ring the bell and get this thing rolling in Little Rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are excited for some Banana Ball, let me hear ya! You have waited long enough. I think it is now time we start this Banana Ball 2-hour time limit. And I brought some help with me. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to 4-year-old Cullen. All right, Cullen, here is where I need your help. On the count of 3, myself and 7,000 people in attendance here at Little Rock are going to yell, "Ring the bell." And when we yell that, I want you to ring that bell as hard as you can. Are you ready, Cullen? She is ready. Little Rock, 1, 2, 3, ring the bell.
Oh, fire me up.
Showtime.
The bell is rung. The fire is started. The waves are crashing. Let's play Banana Ball here in North Little Rock. And first up, we've talked about him already ad nauseum, is the ever dangerous Ben Parker. You look at those arms. There's a reason we call him the biggest man in Banana Ball, because he absolutely just lifts balls like he lifts weights unbelievably. 6 hits to start the year. Just an incredible presence at the plate, but he's quickly down 0-2 to a Jared Donaldson who's working fast. He chops this one into right field, and it lands foul.
Good bat to ball early. Ben Parker, again, has yet to strike out early in his Loco Beach Coconuts career. That's why he sits back and is able to make contact. That time, sitting heater out in front of it a bit. Let's see if he can straighten things out.
He's come up in golden bat situations, and that's a reason why. Out to center field, Tyner Hughes couldn't get to it, lobs it up, and that's an early bloop of a base knock for Ben Parker.
Make it 7 hits. That's the league lead for pumps. Loco Beach picks up right where they left off from a weekend ago. It brings up Tanner Allen, who had a home run in that series in Texas.
Tanner Allen, .417 hitter in this early Banana Ball season, 5 of 12. He's been incredible on the plate, taking his time in the field, but boy, when he catches up, the guy who basically won every award he could have at Mississippi State in his senior year turned him into a Miami Marlins 4th-round pick. When he connects in the field, he might be the most complete player we have in Banana Ball, but he launches this one up to the heavens above. EJ looking for it, locating and caught it. Parker on his horse trying to go to second. The throw in time for the out. EJ at the last second fires it to Peanut. Caden Green at short, and he lays the tag.
Ben Parker thought he caught Eric Jones Jr. sleeping, but EJ was looking straight at the crowd. They all pointed, look, 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 the runner's going for second. That was a laser beam of a throw to catch one of the fastest players on Loco Beach. Thought EJ was sleeping, instead he's wide awake for out 2.
Man, what a huge heady play there for Eric Jones Jr. Just finds a way. I mean, the transfer from ball to glove, I don't know, he could have done that any quicker. I mean, it was the absolute perfect time throw to be able to get out a very fast Ben Parker, and now that brings up Jordan Brewer to the plate. New dad, new full-time Banana Ball player. He's been unbelievable. 5 games with the Visitors last year, torched it for Mark Crocco's squad, and already showing his presence here at first base. Launches to left field, catch a wave, Jordan Brewer.
Jordan Brewer does it again. You saw it with the Visitors. It was a matter of time at the beach. First inning, first long ball for Loco Beach. And here comes the hook. 1-0 inning. Boom! Jordan Brewer gets the Coconuts on the board early.
Michael Schwartz has caught up to JB. We'll catch up with him later. Jared Donaldson, it's the first time he's given up a home run here in 2026. By the way, in batting practice, none of those balls were flying out of left field. And on the first pitch we see go there, it's a home run right to the outfield berm. Couldn't think of the right word there. It was a little awkward. Eric Osberg swings out of his shoes. It's 2-2 count.
Puts deuces wild, 2-2 count, 2 away. Osberg wanted to take a page out of Brewer's book.
Lofts it into the stands. First chance for a fan-caught foul ball. Won't do it. One of the anomalies here so far for the Firefighters. This is the 4th game, and they have not had a fan-caught foul ball either for or against them. Loco Beach Coconuts last week got their first ever in franchise history. As Donnie outside, 3-2. That won't locate either. It's a ball 4 sprint. So now all 7 fielders behind the pitcher must touch the ball before they can tag the runner out. Eric Osberg safely in at first, and Armani Henderson will take a spot.
Osberg's a man with a lot of experience. He said his goal going into any banana ball game this year is to get on base twice, waste no time getting on in first, and it brings up Ashby Vining, one of the best vibes in the sport.
Chopper to second, Tyner Hughes between the legs, and a barehanded stab by Mason Maxwell. That's a double trick play for the Fighters. That'll be important tonight. They want to deny that equalizer point. They've been on the wrong side of it over the last couple of games, but instead, it's a 1-0 count as Jordan Brewer goes yard on his first swing here in Arkansas. We come back, the Fighters try to respond.
Hottest merch in banana ball. And today, in case you didn't know, is also Pie Day. Fun fact about the Firefighters, we have a coach whose name is Pie. So this is your day, really. Well, we brought out 3-year-old Bowen, and we thought we should offer him some awesome banana ball merch. Or we're going to offer him the opportunity to pie Coach Pie. So let's see what he's going to do. Bowen, would you like this awesome, one-of-a-kind banana ball, or would you like to pie Coach Pie?
Coach Pie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Coach. It looks like he's gonna pie. Oh. Okay. Well, surely that'll be the only one. That'll be the only one. All right, Bowen. We're gonna offer you something else. Would you like this awesome Firefighters baseball bat, or would you like to pie Coach Pie?
Coach Pie.
Coach Pie, I am so sorry. I did not think that. And it's stuck. All right, Bowen, this is the last one. This is the last one. This is an awesome Firefighters t-shirt. Would you like this Firefighters t-shirt, or would you like to pie Coach Pie?
Coach Pie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bowen is pieing Coach Pie on National Pie Day. I'm going to leave it up to the crowd. Little Rock, do you think we should still give him all the prizes? Congratulations, Bowen, and great job. Happy Pie Day. Sorry, Coach.
Austin Krasminski on the mound for the Loco Beach Coconuts. Hasn't given up a run since July of last season. Multiple scoreless innings of work early for the Coconuts, and now Coach Crocco gives them the nod to start game 1 of this 2-game stint in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Have to go up against a very hot Tyner Hughes. 5 of 11 swinging the bat as that one sends up above us on a roofed press box. It'll go foul. It's an 0-2 count. Austin Krasminski was so dangerous against the Firefighters last year in a different role as the setup or the closer for the Savannah Bananas. Now for the first time goes up against them as a starter. Tyner Hughes, 5 of 11 so far this year. That leads the Firefighters in both categories. His batting average of .455, top of the Firefighters, but he chops this one over Sal Jacobo, twisting and turning, and Jordan Brewer under the legs. That is a double trick play.
Double trick play and a beauty. Oh my, Sal Jacobo. Are you human? I mean, that's the best wizardry I've seen in my life. He doesn't need a wand, he doesn't need a cape. He's a magician at heart, and it's a 2-1 lead in trick plays early for Loco Beach.
Now I want to issue one correction. The end of the Firefighters frame, it was just one trick play because it wasn't a full speed throw from Tyner Hughes. So that barehanded caught foul ball, at first base will not count, as Ben Parker has to go all the way to the track. Dalton Cornett thought he got that one on the screws. Instead, it's the second out very quickly here for the Firefighters.
Worth noting that the wind is blowing in right now. In batting practice, that was a home run earlier today, but Ben Parker stuck with the play. He's rangy in center field, covered a lot of ground, helped Krasminski to his second out of the day. DC3 just one hit on the early season. You know he'll wake his bat up, as will the guy at the plate right now, Showtime Logan Lacey. Those two combined for just 2 hits in 3 games, but that man is an all-star for a reason. You know at some point he will find himself quick, fast, in a hurry. He's gonna have to find it quickly though here at this at bat. He's down 0-2. Grim up high. Do you have any idea how impressive it is that he just threw a strike on that pitch prior after clapping mid-motion?
Almost a trick play in and of itself. Lacey stares at one outside and in the dirt, ball 2.
I mean, these guys are just such impressive athletes. I'm still so wowed by this whole sport.
The 2-2 to Showtime. Blast this one into center field. Ben Parker giving it chase, setting up for it. Backflip catch!
Ben Parker! 2 backflip catches, 2 straight games. Oh my! Number 9. Learned how to do it at 9 years old. Man, does he make it look routine. It's a 3-trick play first inning for Loco Beach, and they take the point. It's a 1-0 ball game on that backflip beauty from Ben Pumps Parker.
Jared Donaldson looking to try to find a cleaner second inning here. He made one mistake in the first inning, and it cost the Firefighters dearly. A 1-0 lead here for the Loco Beach Coconuts. And AJ, I do think it's time for something special here for Dane Tofflin, don't you?
I mean, everything he does is special, Zach. Let's get that straight, but this one specifically. Oh yeah, get the vocal cords loose. Dane Tofflin can sing, he can hit home runs, and he's got a crew behind him. Eric Osberg, Keegan James wearing sailor hats. Never gonna see the same thing twice at a banana ball game. And I'm a big fan of this one. Doesn't everything taste better out of the coconut?
The same branding.
Zach's too into the music. I can't blame him. It's a catchy tune. I think everything tastes better out of the coconut. I mean, certainly one that Dane Tofflin's been holding.
No, I don't think everything tastes better out of a coconut.
I do think Caden Bowler's hair is real.
Yeah, very much so. Kind of looks like the lady character from Aquaman.
And Jordan Brewer is Aquaman.
And I was about to say Jordan Brewer's right there. How about it? A Jason Momoa look-alike here already. It's a 1-0 lead for the Loco Beach Coconuts. How about Big Maple coming up here? Strong right-handed hitter. And a very powerful top of the lineup here for the Loco Beach Coconuts, and you saw it already. Firefighters thought they got out of a jam with EJ throwing Ben Parker trying to get second the cheap way off a foul ball. Instead, Jordan Brewer said, not so fast, my friends.
I mean, instead it turned into a dream start for the visiting team. To get on the board early as the road team is so huge in this sport.
So how does Donnie respond? First home run he's given up all year. Very lightly chopped, but stays alive is Tofflin.
Armani Henderson jumped on it like a grenade. That's taken one for the team.
How do you describe that grass skirt?
Cute.
There it is. Donnie back into the dirt again. He relies heavily on that splitter. Last week he told me against the Bananas, he threw 44 splitters. He threw 50 pitches in total. Tofflin rocketed through the gap into left field, a base knock.
Very professional at bat from Dane Tofflin. Waited for one to stay in the zone, was able to fight things off until then, and gets rewarded with a base hit. It's going to bring up Gideon Antle. And this is not the kind of guy you want to have to pitch to with a runner at first.
Nope, the Firefighters found that out quick, fast, in a hurry, but he beats that one off the fist. Tyner Hughes calling for something at the last second. I think he wanted a tip drill, but Mason Maxwell and Darian McDowell weren't there in time, so he just brings it in the old-fashioned way.
Brings up J.D. Urso, and I've got one of the craziest facts ever, Zach. It doesn't sound real. That's how unreal this statistic is. At the D2 level, you want to take a stab at how long his on-base streak was for the last 2.5 years of his career?
I'm going to let you tell me as soon as EJ throws this one down to first, safe in time.
93 games. That's the Division II record. He went 2.5 years without failing to reach base, but he's going to have to wait a little longer to get on base in this one. That's a really nice pitch from Jared Donaldson. Ran away from his bat, and he gets out 2 on his own accord.
If he fails to reach base there, Jared Donaldson looks a little bit more fired up after that home run from Jordan Brewer. Many have given one up to JB throughout his career, but Donnie quickly responding. Now up is the homecoming Sal Jacobo. We have a couple of those for the Loco Beach Coconuts, both Blake Benson and Sal Jacobo. In fact, those two found out they were with the Party Animals on the same night before the 2025 World Tour. Sal Jacobo coming to us from Rogers, Arkansas.
They played against one another in high school, and it was an immediate bond here in Banana Land.
Stop that story right there and stop the frame as Peanut goes between the legs. Second trick play for the Firefighters, and they get out of it with no damage done and one runner stranded. What about this for the Firefighters? Can they find a way to get something on the board and tie this game up? We find out when we come back here to Dickey Stevens Park. Until then, we got some fun stuff on the field for you.
Ready to rock some socks off? Oh, buddy, you better get louder than that because it is time for one of my favorite segments, the crowd sing-off. So that means it's side versus side. Do you think you're louder than the other side? Oh, buddy. Okay, I'm over here on the third base side dugout representing these fans. But Mr. May, who do you got?
Mr. January, I have the first base side, and last I heard, they are the loudest side in Little Rock. Is that right? I think we're going to give you a run for your money, bud.
I don't think so. All right. You ready? You
Banana ball right back on your screens, whether it's a television, a computer, a laptop, or a Nintendo DS. Austin Krasminski going up against his former catcher, Eric Jones Jr. Wonder what this one will be like. This is another former pitcher that EJ has caught for. So you have to think Austin will try and fool him, but he doesn't fool him there. EJ aboard with his first non-home run hit for the Firefighters.
funny how when you catch for a guy, you almost know what the arsenal looks like. It's tough to fool Eric Jones Jr. there because he literally was teammates with Krasminski for a good part of their career. Gets the first hit for the Firefighters, and it brings up Armando Becerra, who lit the place on fire on opening night.
Mondo, 1 of 3 in his debut with the Firefighters at Florida State, and that one hit was a walk-off home run. Last weekend, went back to his home of Miami to mourn the passing of his father, Guillermo, who bravely battled heart complications and then Alzheimer's for a good portion of the last days of his life. His mother, Roxana, is a rock star, by the way. Left her job to be his main caretaker as Armando goes foul into the parking lot. They were all there with Guillermo to say goodbye. Know how much Armando loved him, how much his dad supported him, and tonight, you know he's playing for his father as Krim checks back at first base. Smoke, South Trimble, has stepped aboard there for EJ, takes a healthy lead. It's a 1-1 count to Mondo. Smoke taking off, and again, Becerra going foul. Armando's been a center fielder really that the Firefighters needed, especially after losing Ron Franklin Jr. to a torn ACL, which he announced last week. They needed someone who could man that so confidently, and Mondo, if there's anything he has, man, it's silent confidence. He might be a little bit quieter, but man, still waters burn deep, and Mondo absolutely burns deep for the Firefighters. Another check on South, and again, that shows you just how dangerous Smoke can be.
He's a threat on the bases at all times. He really is. Krasminski's got to keep him at bay.
The Magic Man thought about it, fools Krasminski, and all of a sudden Armando has worked it back 3-2. And South can fly. Ball 4 sprint, potentially here. He takes off. It is a ball 4 sprint. Ball bounced. South. Is he going to go home? Yes, he is. South on his horse. He slid too soon. Ashby Vining lays the tag, and what a disaster that became for the Firefighters. South wanted it, might have slowed up round in third, and instead what could have been runners on the corners with none away turns into 1 on with nobody here with 1 out.
Wow, if this isn't the story of these two teams' seasons to this point, I don't know what is. I mean, he would have been safe by a mile, but started sliding 10 feet before the plate. This one's put into play. The Magician between the legs. It's another double trick play. Sal Jacobo and Jordan Brewer always on the same page of the book. There's 2 down, and I'm still stunned by what we saw in that ball 4 sprint. Talk about a 1-up for this Coconuts defense. You
got to think, if they just keep South at third, perhaps that's where the winning run comes in, because that was such a well-hit ball from Peanut. But instead, now Darian McDowell, the rookie here in Banana Ball, is going to have the inning rest on his shoulders. Last week, drew a ball 4 sprint. Going to need that again, or at least something in play. Armando Becerra can move at second. Premium came in. Ashby Vining tried like daylights to try and frame that one in. Home plate umpire Trey Hudson saw better of it. McDowell, after a year away from baseball, comes back in. He's a former high-round pick for the San Diego Padres. He's a 9th round pick here in Banana Land for the Firefighters. Retired to spend more time with his family after the 2024 season concluded. And he's going to rocket this one into left field. Can Mondo get home? No, he cannot. Allen lost the ball. Armando will slide in, and the Firefighters tie the game. Darian McDowell, they call him Premium, but he comes up clutch.
That's gutsy. He just ran straight through Val Perez's stop signal at third, and it worked to perfection. Tanner Allen bobbled it, and now the Firefighters get to do a little dancey dance since they've tied things up.
Hello, Noah Bridges, Javon Ray, or a farm on him, Zachary Bridges. You know he can dance. Maybe not like that. Noah, good for you. But how about a big-time performance there for Darian McDowell coming through in the clutch? And what a way for the Firefighters. Had a mistake happen to them, but they find a way to capitalize on an opportunity and get the game-tying point across. As we now go to the top of the third, 1-1 game.
Jared Donaldson going to come back to the mound for the Firefighters, rocking their flame alternate jerseys tonight. He's going to get a 3rd inning of work. Square off against a tough part of this lineup. It goes Peyton Chatagnier, and then things turn over for Ben Parker and Tanner Allen.
There is a man with a bullseye.
On that. No, that's the Target logo.
Yeah, he's got a bullseye on his stomach. I wonder Water balloons are coming after him. We're going to stay right here. I believe Noah Bridges is actually mic'd up here, so we might get his commentary on it too. Caden Bowler's out in left field. Noah Bridges, hello. Zach Phillips throwing the water balloons. You know he's accurate. Oh, the dad just got hit in a bad spot here. Noah Bridges, are you watching this right now?
I'm watching something.
Like, these dudes are pelting dads with shirts off and bullseyes painted on their stomachs.
Yeah, I saw a big bullseye.
Is this not what dreams are made of right now, Noah?
Oh, you're telling me. I'm just glad these things are working now. You hear me?
I got you loud and clear, dude. How you feeling right now? You just dancing at you to go catch a ball.
Yeah, it was a little hectic inning. Here we go.
Peanut between the legs. Jumping up, and Mason Maxwell twisting and turning, and got him.
Yes, sir. Over there.
Noah, you've seen Mason Maxwell working on the trick plays at first base. How much improvement has he made in the offseason?
Oh, I love that guy. I actually played with him in the summer of, I think I'm going out. I played with him in the summer of 22, so I met him then. And he's just a fireball, man. Oh, playing it on the drums there. He's a fireball, bro.
Yeah, the Coconuts really wanted to play the fire line as Ben Parker goes foul. Hey, man, I got to ask. You've got, I think, do you have a Chiefs sleeve on? Do you have a Chiefs sleeve on?
A Chiefs sleeve?
Yeah, man, like one of the armbands. We've got armbands that are Chief printed and everything. Hold on. Ben Parker, foul.
No, that's just a white arm sleeve.
Yeah, you have the white arm sleeve. All right.
That's got the all reliable.
Hey, you do the dog barking everywhere, so I want to test you.
All right.
Right? Can you mimic Chiefs dog bark?
Chiefs a little bit like a...
Heard that one in the hotel last night.
Oh, yeah.
Noah, I want to know, I'm new to Banana Ball.
Yeah.
What's it mean that the fans brought you back?
Say it one more time.
What does it mean to you that the fans franchised you and brought you back here along with your brother Zachary?
Man, I've been playing ball for a long time now, and, you know, this is my favorite part is the fans. My fans is the favorite part for me. So for them to feel the same way about me, it just means so much, more than words can say.
Logan Lacey just went between the legs. He made it look simple. Showtime, stopping the show. 2 outs here in the top of the third.
Yeah, and then bringing my brother back too, it's just, it means a lot to us. The fans, you know, we treat them as family, and then they showed it back to us, so we're really appreciative.
All right, let me start the sibling talk here because I know everybody asked it. Who won more fights when you two were growing up, Zachary or you?
Definitely Zachary. He was a lot bigger than me. I was pretty small. I got my 1 or 2 in, and the ones I got in were real good, though.
Okay, good, good. You stuck a few sneak punches in there.
Oh, yeah. Who
was the more popular one at school?
You hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Who was the more popular one at school?
Yeah, I can hear it. Going out. For a while, I was known as Zachary's little brother, and then around high school, when I got my braces up, it kind of switched up. Humble flex, I was the prom king in my senior year, and the homecoming king. So my school back home, I got a lot.
Clearly Noah Bridges just remembering the best parts of his life. Here's Tanner Allen, deep to right field. It's foul. Somebody. Oh, he almost had the first fan caught foul ball. It was tipped.
Tipped.
Oh, my goodness. The man leaned over the railing with the glove, Noah Bridges. Come on.
It was almost a great play.
I don't even know how to describe that, man. We've been so close so many different times. Tanner Allen. Over to Tiny. Between the legs. Mason Maxwell. He went between the legs.
Well, my boy. And a babe.
Another double trick play. Noah Bridges, I love you, man. Thanks for doing this for us.
Hey, I'm going to wave at you this time.
I waved at you. Hi, Noah. He's so dreamy. I love that guy. We send it down to the field now. It's Casey Barker with Bananas Foster.
1,000 teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Lang family. Laura and her husband, John, an active duty airman in the Air Force, began their fostering journey 6 years ago. Alongside their biological daughter, they decided that they wanted to serve their local community by becoming a licensed foster family. In the last 6 years, they have welcomed 11 kids into their home and adopted a set of twins. Fans, please help us celebrate this incredible family making a difference right here in your community.
This is one of the best parts of the Banana Ball World Tour. Wherever we go, we get to celebrate these superstars of every community in the foster family. If you want to help families like this one here in Little Rock with the Lang family, just text BUNCH to 50155. You can learn how you can support so many great families and kids around this country. Again, 50155, text BUNCH to it and help us out here. Bananas Foster, just an awesome, awesome cause.
Do for one what you wish you could do for all. I mean, every foster family deserves this recognition. My favorite part of every single night, and it never disappoints. What a great moment. I mean, welcoming 11 foster children into your home. That's an adventure, and I'm sure it's one that they're happy they took. Speaking of adventure, Drake Fontenot has had himself a ride to wind up with Loco Beach. Last year with the Visitors, and this is a bit of homecoming for him as well. Played some collegiate ball not too far from Little Rock, and boy, oh boy, I mean, last year's numbers speak to me. I'm sure they speak to you as well. Draco looks to get on track out of the bullpen. He told me prior to this season and this role that he's taken on in these 2-game series, it had been 5 years since he'd come out of the bullpen, so an adjustment period to be expected. But, I mean, on paper, this is a wiry right-handed arm, and the ball just flutters out of his hand. It is so hard to track from up here. I could only imagine what it looks like for batters in the box. He's tasked with keeping the Firefighters off the board to keep this tied 1-1.
I have people texting me that I call Noah Bridges dreamy. You're darn right I did. Who doesn't think that?
How's your wife feel about that?
She probably agrees. Mason Maxwell's up to the plate, another lefty here. We just saw him absolutely put on a trick play clinic in the top of the 3rd inning. He skies this one into left field. Tanner Allen giving a chase, and he brings it in the old-fashioned way. That's a close line down in left field. There's really no foul territory there, but TA plays it well.
It's a good snag from Tanner Allen, and one that just allows you to take a deep breath, because if you remember, the Firefighters scored their point on an error in left from Allen.
We tip our caps here in North Little Rock and around Banana Land to Captain Jessica Evans. 10 years here in the Little Rock Fire Department. This is what it's all about whenever you go to a firefighter game. We love and live to support those, lift those up, and tell the stories of those who have done so many things for these great communities. A salute to you, Captain Evans, and all the firefighters here watching around the country and around the world. Noah Bridges, high into the skies. That would save a kitten from a tree. It will not likely get a hit here. Gideon Antle charging up to it, and at the last moment goes to the knees to make the grab.
That's great wherewithal in right field. As these guys would call it, that's great feel, because he wanted to go between the legs. I saw it in his eyes. We have that kind of telepathic communication down at this point, but he was able to realize that he couldn't track it and still made the play for his arm on the mound. I'm going to chalk that one up to the batter being a little intimidated by Draco's hips on the bump.
Sure. Lamar Sparks, 4th round pick in the Banana Ball player draft, former 5th round pick of the Baltimore Orioles, comes up. Last week, starting to find some confidence at the plate. Earned a ball for sprint, got a big knock against the Savannah Bananas, against Kyle Lewigs, more importantly, a veteran pitcher in Banana Ball. Now trying to get some confidence here as a full-time member. He's the DH tonight. We'll see if he can find a little bit more consistency. Ashby Vining is pumping his fist behind home plate as that one goes into the dirt off Drake Fontenot. It's a 2-2 count.
As he should. I want to go back to that 1-0 pitch. That was not a strike. Ashby Vining framed that thing up, and he does it with the best of them. Stole one for his pitcher to get this 2-strike look.
Look out, everybody in the dugout. Lamar Sparks hunting for his own people. It'd be your own sometimes, AJ Swiatek. It'd be your own.
Story of my life.
2-2. Lamar keeps it foul. Now he's going towards the Coconuts. Might have gone against the drums, actually. Why is the Fireline drum set over in the Coconuts dugout?
For that exact reason, foul percussion.
They're going to tamper with it. Lamar off the fist. Peyton Chatagnier behind the back and somehow twisting and turning. And the Firefighters out of the inning with no runs. We still are a 1-1 count. AJ Swiatek, this is a beautiful game. Now we got to go down to the field because there are some kids who are absolutely loco down there.
The Loco vibes are high tonight, and we're going to keep them going. Joining me down here is Fisher, Case, and Remy. What we're going to be doing is a Loco Kid showdown. These three kids are going to show off their best dance moves, and yes, you, the fans, are going to vote for your favorite. It is time to find the Loco Kid of the game. Fisher, are you ready to show your moves? Let's see them. Go Fisher, go Fisher. Okay, I see you, I see you. That's pretty good. All right, Case, let's see what you got. Okay, okay. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. Remy, let's see what you got. Whoa! Whoa! What the heck? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, fans, it is now time for you to vote. Is it Fisher? Is it Case? Is it Remy? Give it up for your kid, Loco Kid of the game, Remy!
What an absolutely cool story you're about to see here. For the first time in 2026, Brian Trepanier puts on the Fire and Flames and steps onto the mound for the Firefighters. A former Texas tailgater hurler, he went undrafted in last year's Banana Ball player draft. So in February, he started working in the Banana Ball merch warehouse. He had been working there for a month. Ron Franklin goes out with a knee injury for the rest of the season. BK gets a call. Firefighters want him on the staff, they bring him in, and that's a lesson in keeping the faith. BK comes right back and is now in Banana Ball again. That's a story of perseverance. By the way, when he was pitching last year, it was darn good for the Texas Tailgaters, as Jordan Brewer is convinced he needs to hit the ball to the backstop as many times as humanly possible. Peyton Chatagnier just won a race against Christian Dearman to collect it. The 0-2, and how about that? On his first pitch back, BK gets JB to strike out.
Welcome back to Banana Land. You've got to face a guy who was 1 for 1 with a long ball. Made it look easy.
So far working quickly too. Doesn't look like Brian Trepanier is any worse for wear. He did tell me all throughout the offseason he was throwing with the hope, with the belief that he would get back here at some point. Obviously never wanted to do it at the expense of somebody else losing their season via injury, but it was a huge opportunity. He's got a big pitch mix here. He can every now and then go with a knuckleball, but really concentrates on four. It's a fastball, curveball, a slider, as that one goes into the stands, and it's foul. Man, a lot of foul ball opportunities, but nobody really able to get a glove on it yet. Fastball, curve, slider, and a changeup. And every now and then, he'll go to Fisher Polydoroff and ask for a knuckleball. Osberg again to the parking lot. At this point, somebody's windshield is beaten to death. Absolutely destroyed, AJ.
I think that one found asphalt.
Our hotel is right across the street. If somebody hits one powerfully, it's going to be tough, as EJ so badly wanted that one framed. It was close on the backdoor bender. Instead, it's a full count.
Osberg's already worked 1 ball for a sprint today. Very patient approach early in this series.
When Eric Osberg is not hitting balls out of stadiums or into the dirt, he's absolutely loaded in the fantasy football column. I listened to you and him talk fantasy football trades last night for an hour. It was awesome.
I mean, Eric's one of my favorite guys here. We talk fantasy football for at least 1 hour of our 24-hour days, and he is a dynasty manager and then some. He's in 10-plus leagues that go year-round.
That's a hot shot to Peanut. Goes between the legs. Can he get it over in time? Oh, it was there, but Mason Maxwell dropped it on the barehanded catch. That would have counted for 2 trick plays. It was a full throw, but instead, it'll go down as a missed trick play. And Eric Osberg aboard. Armani Henderson goes on to first.
You know, again, you put the ball in play and good things happen in this sport especially. Eric Osberg hustled down the line. Maxwell probably should have just gloved it. He pays the price, and it brings up Ashby Vining with the speedster over at first.
Brian Trepanier, give him all the credit. This is his first time on the bump in a banana ball game in a long time. He looks no worse for wear as Armando Becerra slides down to make that grab. It was tightly hit by Vining, but BK faces 3 batters, gets 2 of them out, and really probably should have earned the 3rd out. And hello, with 2 outs, look who's up on the bump. He does not wear 5 anymore. He wears a fire logo on the back. It's the Fire Marshal here in Little Rock. Standing ovation for BK, by the way. Unbelievable first pitches back here in Banana Ball. Great to see him back in the league. Great to see him back with the Firefighters here for the first time, and he looked absolutely ready for the moment. But here is Marshall Schill. We call him the Fire Marshal here. You see a bucket on the mound. I do wonder what is in that bucket, AJ Switek.
I could smell the butane from up here, and this guy likes to get things lit early and often. Throws what's known as the fireball. Fans know it and love it,
Well,
and
slow
that's
clap.
probably how he'll challenge Dane
He wants a
Toffler.
slow clap. He wants the music. He wants the slow clap. Everybody at home do it. In the chat. Clap. Clap. Here we go. We've seen fire launch out of these launchers here on the field. Now one about to get launched out of the hands of the Fire Marshal. Fire! And boy, Eric Jones tried to frame that nicely. Instead, it's ball 1. He'd like a different ball. That one's burned up.
I wonder what those banana balls look like after being lit on fire.
I don't know. I wonder how his hand isn't like charred at this point. He's practicing all throughout the offseason and everything. Like, he's a submarine pitcher, but at this point, we might call him a fire truck pitcher. He's got to check over on Armani Henderson, by the way, who's playing games over at first. Armandi got great speed as the check over from EJ, not in time. We've seen him change innings for the Loco Beach Coconuts. That's the power of a designated runner, and he's taken off. And how about that hit and run situation to perfection? Dane Toffler into right center field. Mark Rocco almost sent Armani home, and instead, for some reason, Mason Maxwell threw it to 3rd.
Tiki Turbo, come in and score. Oh my, that is the designated runner. Went back to the bag, and he gets rewarded. It's a run for Loco Beach. Tofflin advances to 2nd, and the ill-advised decision to throw to 3rd immediately impacts this ball game in a huge way.
The Firefighters with a self-absorbed mistake. And Armando Becerra did a great job of firing that thing in and holding Armani Henderson at 3rd. But then Mason Maxwell tries to get him napping at 3rd, goes under the glove of Logan Lacey. And the Firefighters quickly down 1-0 in the top of the 4th. Marshall gets that one on the outside part of the plate. For some reason, every Loco Beach Coconuts game just has to go nuts. Right now, we've seen 2 innings absolutely lose their minds here in the 3rd and the 4th. Excuse me, the 2nd and the 4th. That's when the Firefighters came up sliding a little early. Still got to run out of it. Popped into the sky. Tyner Hughes giving it chase. Tip drill opportunity. Mason Maxwell under the legs, and he gets it. For the trick play, and the Firefighters out with just 1 point of damage, or 1 run of damage done. They try to deny the point here in the bottom half of the frame. Some fueling mistakes costing the Firefighters. Can they get it back when we come back to North Little Rock, Dickey Stevens Park?
You better be clapping those hands, Little Rock. You ready to wave? clap. Wave those hands. We're gonna get our steps in right now.
We're dancing. We're singing.
Wave those
We're having fun on Little Rock.
arms.
Let's go. I forgot to move for a second. If you'll be my girl.
You're looking great, Little Rock.
Come on, AJ Switek, do this. With fire in your eyes. Ah! Just like
Little
the
Rock, give
Brandy
yourself a
Walker,
big
banana
round of
ball.
applause.
Well, I shouldn't say you are my lady because I have a wife at home and I love her very much. Logan, you are my lady. You are my girl.
You are my Lacey?
But like, no. Got me tongue twisted up here, AJ. Much like Brandy, my love in the lady is the sea. Our love and our lady here in Banana Ball is hey baby. Coconut saying hey baby to a run in the top of the fourth, and oh my goodness, AJ! Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah. Goofy, goober, goober,
Goober. Man, I'm goofy goobered out of my mind up here, Zach.
I think the whole press box was shaking from how much I was jumping with joy for that. That made me wombo. You know, I wombo, you wombo, he, she, we wombo. Wombo, womboing, womboed, wombology, the study of wombo. It's first grade, SpongeBob. Tyner Hughes, by the way, is in a 1-1 count.
One of my favorite hobbies on the beach is jellyfish netting. Is that what it's called, or just jellyfishing? What do they do in SpongeBob?
Jellyfishing, yes. Tyner, high to left field. Tanner Allen at the track, and he brings it in. Had to extend the hand to the wall just to make sure he didn't run into it. But Tyner put a charge into that one and almost brought a Krabby Patty out to the folks in left field. Instead, he'll have to go back to his pineapple in the sea.
The wind is swirling. It has changed directions at least 5 times since this game started, and it had a big effect on that banana ball. Drifted all the way from center out to left. Good job from Tanner Allen sticking with it, and he had a little word for the fans after, too. Like, you like that? Kirk O'Chains does. He wakes up dripping.
Sure. Dalton Cornette fouls it off. It's no 2 count.
Can't believe I haven't done this yet. Hello, YouTube chat.
And I'll say hello back to you. Right over to Peyton Chatagnier. Between the legs. Gonna have to hurry. Jordan Brewer. At this point, going under the legs might as well just be his last name.
It's all in the YouTube chat. Say hello to a double trick play and say hello to the guy who I believe will lead this league in trick plays this season. Jordan Brewer is the cleanest thing since a car wash in the 80s, and that's back when they did it by hand. So that's saying something. Jordan Brewer is so good on the right side of the infield, and he just makes it look routine.
Logan Lacey stares at one, coming back inside, and Drake Fontenot right now looks like the 2nd overall pick in this draft. Moving methodically and surgically through this firefighter order as Lacey thought about it for a moment, and they say he goes. Drake Fontenot cleanly ends it and gets the point for the Coconuts. They're up 2-1.
That is the Drake Fontenot you should expect to see, know, and love on Loco Beach. A couple of big-time innings. That one, a minute 58, and Loco Beach holds on to the lead. Let's check in with Michael Schwartz.
Hey guys, I want everyone to wiggle their toes, even you at home. Yeah, that's what BK did when he was on the mound. Who told you to do that?
So I actually flew yesterday with Billy, and we had a good talk about being sped up and stuff, and he said, hey, somebody taught me to wiggle my toes. It takes your mind off the thing, and it makes you focus in, and that's what I did when I went 2-0, and I locked back in.
You were just at the warehouse with the merchandise in February, now on the mound. The first batter you face, you strike him out cool as a cucumber. It's all about the wiggling the toes. What'd you feel out there?
Oh, I was amped. I think my adrenaline was through the roof. I think I can run through a brick wall right now, but, you know, I'm just glad to be here, and shout out the warehouse.
Do you want to try the brick wall, or should we wait till the end of the game? Maybe Monday?
Maybe Monday. We'll have to see how the flight feels.
Guys, we'll send it up to you. Wiggle the toes, and then you may forget about what you're actually doing. And then come back to the broadcast. We'll see you guys soon.
I think we can safely say we're all so happy for BK here in Banana Land. Michael Schwartz, thank you so much. Took a little seat, by the way, on the job. First day here, and he's already trying to sit down, AJ. Who does Michael Schwartz think he is?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. The vibes of the beach are infectious, and even when interviewing on that Firefighters side, you want to grab a seat in the sand, put your toes in the water, and get a margarita.
Hi, Bradford Webb. 3 minutes and 43 seconds is what he spends on the mound. The Banana Ball All-Star just one season ago. Absolutely torched everybody he faced for the most part in the last 2 months of the season. If you watched Game 1 of the World Tour semifinals, then you saw him absolutely put in the work. 6 innings, 4 strikeouts, no runs allowed. Just a couple of runners on base was all he gave up. B-Webb is a former Texas Rangers minor leaguer for a reason, and if he finds that form again, and so far, through the first couple of games, he looks mighty good. 4 2/3, 3.86 ERA, struck out a couple of batters, only allowed 3 hits and 1 ball, 4 sprint. If it wasn't for Orion Cox absolutely magical at bat last week in Grayson Stadium, he might very well be through 5 innings scoreless.
I mean, Val Perez's group is bringing it today. Between Jared Donaldson, BK, and Bradford Webb, that is a really tough group of pitchers to face for any team. And J.D. Urso is going to be the first one to see Webb tonight, 0 for 1 in the early goings of this affair.
Urso right back up the middle. Bradford almost scooped it up. Instead, over to Mason Maxwell underhand, and he gets the job done. Almost took a samurai sword and cut that one in half. Instead, it goes out of his glove, but no harm, no foul.
It's a really well hit ball, and J.D. Urso has it in his bloodline. Uncle, gold medal winner with USA Baseball back in the day. I mean, that ball was perfectly, that's how they teach it. Hit it back up the middle and good things happen, but even better from Bradford Webb on the hill.
Not sure you could script that first batter much better for B-Webb, as a healthy hack from Sal Jacobo goes for nothing. Secret Peel game, by the way, hit his first home run in like 5 years. Sal trying to do that again here in his home state. They're quickly down 0-2. B-Webb under the legs, trying for the trick pitch strikeout instead. Won't get it, and he laughs it off. One, two. Oh, he might have he thought of it again, then froze, and he froze Jacobo. The extra movement, freezing Sal Jacobo up at the dish, and they do call it a trick play. So a trick pitch strikeout there for Bradford Webb. That's a beauty. B-Webb moving quickly. Goes up against Peyton Chatagnier, who I tell you what is one of the next great shortstops in this league here in Banana Ball. He sends this one to the fans. Do they have a shot? Nerp. They're too busy singing Frozen right now, which, to be fair, so would I. Fairs.
I was singing it too, but I just had my mic muted. Sorry, guys.
That's right.
You would have liked my vocal cords too. I've got range.
Also interesting, this is the first time that Bradford Webb has thrown to Eric Jones Jr. in a game that is counted in the Banana Ball Championship League. They threw to each other a couple different times in spring training and in Secret Peel, but this is the first time that we've seen these two in a game that counts. And that's interesting because EJ's got to learn B-Webb. B-Webb right back to him, has to learn what EJ likes. So far, it's a good first impression for these two, a 2-2 count. EJ tried to frame it up, and it's a 3-2 count. Ball 4 sprint is on the table for young Peyton. Instead, he swings through strike 3. B-Webb, line him up and fire him down 3 up, 3 down. Second strikeout of the night for Bradford Webb. Just unbelievable work there on the bump. The Coconuts score nothing at the top. Firefighters will try to catch a beat in the bottom half of the frame. And speaking of catching a beat, let's bang the drum all day with a fire line.
Fans, once again, here's the fire line. Give it up one more time for the fire line.
AJ, do they take requests?
I think we need that at our wedding.
I want to hear him play in the air tonight, but just the drum solo, like over and over.
Man, are they impressive. Place loves it too. Look at this. Drake Fontenot's out for a third inning of work. This would be his longest outing of the season should he record an out here on the hill. Coach Crocco liked what he saw from him. Wasn't the initial plan, but I like it. Roll with the hot hand, and Fontenot has looked really good through 2 innings of work.
He'll have to face Eric Jones Jr., a veteran hitter, the all-time leader for the Savannah Bananas in home runs, 29 with the yellow squad. Hit his first one with the Firefighters at Florida State and looped in a single here earlier tonight. Drake Fontenot, how much will he approach EJ, who, man, when he finds his bat, he's just so hard to sit down, whether it's through the power or with contact. EJ missed Sunday's game in Savannah, had a wedding to attend, said it went quite magnificently. Time change, was going to try to make it to Charleston, instead couldn't do it. So tonight is his third game with the Firefighters. A 3-1 count. And he'll earn himself a ball four sprint, and EJ will take off. Does he have some great catcher speed? He turns first and then says, nope, I don't have it in me. Plus, it's great ball four sprint defense from the Coconuts, but the Firefighters have one. In an inning, they just need one.
Speaking of great catcher speed, let's take a moment to recognize some of the amazing ball players that have played here at Dickey-Stephens Park in the Mariners system.
Absolutely.
I mean, we talk about MVP candidates like Cal Raleigh, but I think at this point he's more known as the big dumper.
Sure. Sounds like a banana ball promo if you ask me. By the way, Gideon Ansel, speaking of promo, there's a hammock in right field. Like, I swear to you, I'm not making this up. There is a full-on hammock. He's pushing it away. I don't know where he's thinking he's going with that one as Armando tries to loop this one into left field, and it just falls right into the glove of Tanner Allen, who was on a beat to get that one.
Tanny Manziel's got wheels with the best of them. Wears football cleats out there because he says it helps him move quicker. And hey, whatever works. He put on the turbo there, pedal to the metal for out number one.
Not used to seeing him wear a jersey after last week in Texas. Man was shirtless for the entirety of the weekend. Peanut with a 1-1 count. Caden Green, by the way, from about 4 hours away from here. So tonight, his father and a couple of family friends are with them. Fun fact about Peanut. So he asked his fiancee Bailey if she would be his bride in Boston when we were at Fenway Park. He asked his father to be his best man at Yankee Stadium.
Man, there's not many people who can say that. Talk about opportunities from Banana Ball. That's amazing.
It's an incredible experience. Brought his dad on to play catch at Yankee Stadium in the Sunday game, and then gave him a ball that said, best man, ? And it was so beautiful. Absolutely loved that for Peanut and his father, Sheldon. We got to meet earlier today. Was absolutely fired up to be here. And I bet he's fired up to see this. A 3-2 count. Peanut has earned a couple of ball four sprints, also been hit by pitch a couple different times, and he held up there nicely. So now South Trumbull, designated runner, races around second, heads for third, and I think after the last time he was on the base pads, I think he will stop right there. So runners on the corners, just one away. And all Darian McDowell needs to do is bring one home 90 feet away.
As a reminder, you look at the runs column. If the Firefighters get one, that equates to a point in Banana Ball. So that runner on third would tie this game 2-2, and we'd head to the sixth. On the other side of things, a ground ball could get Draco out of the jam.
It sure could. Right now, the trick play column sits at 10-8 in favor of the Firefighters, who have not been on the favorable side of the equalizer point all year. They are really plus to try to get that one today as Darian McDowell fouls that one back. It's an 0-2 count.
Ansley Bankston says, Tanny Manziel, really, AJ? Hey, he coined that, not me, and I think it rocks.
McDowell has to get out of the way of that one, and does just that as Fontenot tries to work inside. McDowell onto the base pads a little bit earlier. Gonna get the job done here, and he turns out, almost walked out of the batter's box. That would have been strike 3. He stayed in, according to Trey Hudson, so we'll play on a 2-2 count. And again, Fontenot just trying to work inside. It's not there, and it's a 3-2 count. Ball four sprint easily wins the inning. And he will plunk him instead, and that actually might work out more favorably for Darian McDowell, because all it does is just advance Peanut to second and Premium to first.
It definitely works more favorably for Drake Fontenot and the Coconuts. That's going to end his night. Brett Carson takes over. And at the end of the day, a hit batsman isn't the end of the world. There's a force at every bag now. Brett Carson's going to have an opportunity to get warm. But that one just, I mean, he wore it on the back. It wasn't close.
And you want to talk about lucky breaks potentially here for Drake Fontenot. A ball four sprint would have easily won the inning for the Fighters. Instead, now it'll turn over to Brett Carson for the first time tonight. But the second inning he pitched was last week against his former bunch in the Texas Tailgaters. That one gets away. South Trumbull is going to rush home on a wild pitch. And that'll do the job just as well. There are kilts on the field. Do a jig, boys. This is so Irish. I love it. St. Paddy's Day just around the corner. The Firefighters breaking out the green kilts. That was tremendous. But the Fighters get a huge break as Brett Carson spikes one into the dirt, and South Trumbull took that as the opportunity to come on home. Gets by Ashby Vining, and the Fighters tie it up. It's 2-2 going into the back half of this game. Folks, we're having fun. We're playing banana ball here in Little Rock.
Here in the front, we have Glendale and Kim, and they've been together for 33 years. Wait. Oh, there you go. Next up, we have Kenny and Kathy, and they've been married for 45 years. Here's how this is gonna work. They're gonna take part in 3 challenges where they have to pop balloons between each other. Whichever couple pops their balloons the fastest wins. This is a game we like to call Menopops. You get it. All right, y'all ready? In 3, 2, 1, go! All right. Oh! You're good. All right, you're good. Just hug it out. Hug it out. You're good, Kenny. You're good. Glendale's taking the lead. Kenny pops this balloon. Oh! There you go, Kenny. Come on, catch up. What's it gonna be? Who's gonna win?
it up for Glendale and Kim.
For the Coconuts, Parker.
Bradford Webb and Parker gets it over the leaping Tyner Hughes into right field. Parker rounds like he wanted second, instead thinks better of it as Darian McDowell fires it back in. But once again, leadoff runner on base for the Coconuts in a game where, as the visiting team, man, you got to put pressure on the Firefighters, and they did just that. Tiny almost climbed the ladder.
Lincoln, you might miss it. It's another multi-hit game for Ben Parker. Up to 8 now on the season. That leads all of Banana Ball.
Tanner Allen onto the roof. We'll need a ladder from a fire truck to get that. As Peanut rushes in for something. What do we got set up here? Some fun going on. Oh, Bradford Webb just did a cartwheel, and there was fire!
I'm sorry. I mean, he delivered that so far in front of the rubber. That's a balk for the love of the game. But
it's a 1-1 count instead.
What do I know from Loco Beach?
Tanner Allen gets out of the way and does a push-up. Wants to be a firefighter in and of his own right. It's a 2-1 count. Bradford Webb. The fact that he got that in the strike zone, I'll give him credit for. The ball actually bounced off a fire launcher, by the way. I wonder what would have happened if he got that. Instead, Tanner Allen sits down. So another strikeout for B-Webb. It's his third on the night. And Jordan Brewer, ever dangerous. We saw it earlier tonight. One mistake from Jared Donaldson. And JB took advantage of it. He slices this one over to Peanut. Quickly to second. Can they get it in time? No, they cannot. Mason Maxwell falls, and Jordan Brewer's on his way to second.
Stalls up there on his feet. Really quick transition from Peanut. Had that double play as a real opportunity, even with the guy like Jordan Brewer moving down the line, but he's able to move the extra 90 feet into scoring position. That makes this a prime opportunity for Eric Osberg to record his first hit of the night and potentially bring in a go-ahead run.
A couple of fielding mistakes have really hurt the Firefighters pitchers. Otherwise, they have been excellent as Osberg lifts it into left field. Noah Bridges underneath, setting up for a tip drill right to himself. Well done. 9 in left field. Another trick play. Now the trick play count is at 10-8. I tell you what, like D-Mac told the team a little bit earlier, folks, keep a cool booty. And he did just that. B-Webb lets a runner all the way over to second, but that's all they get. Firefighters try to take their first lead of the game here in Little Rock, where we play Banana Ball.
You look great, Blake.
What's going on? This can't be happening. Don't tell me it's a song.
It's a song.
This wasn't how I planned it. Can't you see that this has gone too far? Please just pause the DVR. Someone, won't you make it stop? I'm losing my mind.
I don't see your
as if you don't wanna see. What's this choreography? Someone, won't you make it stop? Oh, I can't stop singing. Make it stop, make it stop. Am I real or just a prop? Oh, I can't stop singing. So let's just talk. Talk, talk.
Now pitching for the Coconuts, number 17, Blake Benson.
What a special moment. Homecoming for Blake Benson, able to do a walk up to the mound with his fiance here in Arkansas. Blake, I mean, how awesome.
Pretty cool, huh?
So cool. You guys killed that. I want to know.
You want to know? What do you want to know?
How much prep went into that for you guys throughout the week at home? I think the answer is a lot of prep.
All right,
Blake
what's your
Benson.
question? We're good, baby. All right, we'll play a game, baby.
He's ready to play a game, baby. Let's go Loco, baby.
What you want? I'm going to do a handstand right here, fastball.
Man, let me tell you, Blake Benson is a specimen. He has an extra bone in his left leg that mutated. He's a break dancer. And now he's back in the state of Arkansas. Looking to keep the Firefighters off the board. Yeah, we can hear you, Blake.
Yeah.
Skied high into left center field. TA pops it to himself and goes over the shoulder breadbasket. He loses it.
Did he catch it? He didn't catch it. It's all right. Yeah. Freaking.
The trick play missed and left.
We're good.
But Blake Benson, cool as a cucumber. We're good. Rolled over to the right side now. Sal Jacobo between the legs. Double pump. Jordan Brewer finishes things off. And now we get to witness Blake Benson really go to work. And I've heard that there's some new Jordans on the market. Hey, Blake, can we get a handstand pitch?
You want a handstand pitch? I got you, baby. Fastball up.
Who else can do that on command? Only Blake Benson. That's how you get things started.
Man, you got Lamar swinging out of his shoes on that one, Blake. That was nice.
Pitches from such a unique arm slot, it's given hitters all across the league trouble early this season. That one was tricky.
Lamar Sparks, deep to left field. Is that gonna win it? You betcha it will. Lands on the track. Mason Maxwell hits cruise control. And Lamar Sparks brings home his first inning winning run in his banana ball career. And the Fighters go up 3-2 in Arkansas. Lamar Sparks, the 4th round pick in the banana ball player draft. Had a little slow start to the season, but boy, howdy, has he found his confidence over the last couple of games. A big-time fly. In fact, he was the only player I saw in batting practice, AJ, to hit a home run out to that left field berm. Almost had that one. I thought he did, but instead it lands on the track. Tanner Allen couldn't catch up to it. Mason Maxwell went it like 2 miles an hour across home plate. That's all he needed to do as we salute all the heroes here in our community. Here in Little Rock and the communities around this world, from firefighters to nurses, police officers, and school teachers, first responders, EMTs, whoever you are, thank you so much for everything you do. There's actually a fire truck that just pulled out from behind the stadium here, so we already see some of those heroes going out and doing their job here tonight. We salute so many who put their life on the line to make our lives a little bit easier. Bradford Webb is out for his 3rd inning of work, and man, outside of one mistake from Jared Donaldson, through the 4th game here so far, the starting pitching for the Firefighters has been about as rock solid as you could find here in Banana Ball.
Something I'd like to note as well here for Bradford Webb in this inning. He's got everyone burning a few extra calories. This is my favorite tradition that your firefighters do, Zach. After honoring those who serve, all fans who are able and willing stay on their feet until the first out is recorded. So he's got a tall task with Ashby Vining come up. And yeah, we'll see everyone standing until there's an out.
So B-Webb, by the way, we still have not yet gotten an answer about why he did it, folks. We're working on it. We're working on the job. We got to figure out why Bradford just decided that this was the time to do it.
Look at that, Ashby Vining. Oh, we got to get that somehow, please. He's looking up at the booth and saying beach to UDOS. Yes, we have such a good production
team. Look at B-Webb pointing right back at him and saying, don't look up there, look at me.
Ashby, okay, I've got to tell you. First of all, this is the best production crew in the country. That is awesome. Second of all, last night, Ashby Vining went to Taco Bell. Cool in and of itself. Doesn't eat meat on Fridays.
And he went to Taco Bell?
Lots of beans.
Oh, okay.
But we haven't even got to the coolest bit of this yet. That might be even cooler. Ashby Vining with Taco Bell power. Spikes his one up the middle. He called his shot, looking up to the booth. Armani Henderson going to replace him. The entire Taco Bell staff recognized Ashby Vining, took pictures with Ashby Vining, and told him, hey, look up to the booth when you're going to have your Taco Bell hit. I mean, he just knew. Who else can call their shot like that? Babe Ruth and Ashby Vining.
Who knew Mexican pizza would somehow lead to a single?
Learn something new every day.
Yes, you do. The chalupa, for some of you folks, might be the home run hitting power you need as Dane Tofflin rockets one into the party plaza.
Chicken chalupa base knock.
Quickly in 0-2 counts.
Say that 10 times fast.
Well done. Might have to work that in my bit with Chief in the pregame as EJ saves that one from going to the backstop. It's a 1-2 count. B-Webb so far has given up a couple of base runners, but nothing damaging outside of it. He's been rock solid here for the Firefighters in an inning where they really needed him to, as Armani thought about it. Instead, this one gets hit up into the heavens. Darian McDowell underneath. Does he go for a trick play? Oh, you bet he does! How about you, Premium? Already got himself onto the bases, and now Premium goes between the legs. He might be a rookie, but boy, he is gaining assurance of himself fast. How about it?
It's a reason Premium's the most expensive kind of gas. Does stuff like that.
Quick check over to Armani Henderson. Won't go. By the way, kids, I say this all the time. If you go between the legs, wear a cup. You might risk a few future kids there if you don't. These are professionals. Do not try this at home. Unless you're trying to be a banana ball player, then actually do try it. Now Gideon Antle up. Such a clutch bat for the Loco Beach Coconuts as we've seen. By the way, the Tasmanian Devil he has become here for this team is just so interesting. I've seen him get hit by a pitch. He turned right around and did the Brett Loftus stick your tongue out and shake your head, man. He was fired up to get hit by a pitch.
I think Brett may have Gideon coming for that being the Gideon Antle, not the Brett Loftus.
At this point.
It's awesome when Brett does it. Great friend of mine. It's iconic when Gideon Antle does it. And he's done it after so many big moments. He's already had like 6 of them, and we're 3 games into the year.
What you know about Brett Loftus and iconic? Armani leads off first, heading for second. He'll have to go back as Darian McDowell had a beat on that. Was he too far out? Yes, he was! Darian McDowell! A premium throw from right field. It's a double play, and the Fighters are out of the inning with no damage done. Armani went all the way to second, and this time, Darian McDowell caught him napping.
What a cannon in right field. Beautiful 9-3 double play. Firefighters have a chance to double their lead after we rock in some strollers.
Little Rock, we are here in right field, and we're gonna play a little game with a little rock in a stroller. So we brought the fire department here, and we're gonna make sure these guys are gonna do a little race. So we got 3 adults, 3 dads are gonna race all the way to the finish line with their little child. So Little Rock, get us ready. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, we're coming in behind. There's a lot of dirt swings. Oh my goodness. Oh my, he's still going. Oh my, and he's leaving him in the dust. He's leaving him in the dust. And here is our winner. Little Rock, give it up for our winner.
The new pitcher for the Coconuts is number 19, Zach Smith.
Dads with wigs and strollers. How could it get any more banana ball than this right here? Little Rock, Arkansas. First time ever the Firefighters have played in this great state. And they own a 3-2 lead going into the bottom half of the 7th. Zach Smith, former CPLer with the Bananas, is now up. Was in the middle of becoming a pitching coach at Abilene Christian University, and instead decided, you know what, my playing days ain't quite done just yet.
He claims that time as the pitching coach at Abilene Christian University helped him become the best fungo hitter in all of banana ball. For those unfamiliar, it's a skinny bat. You hit ground balls and help your guys get some reps on trick plays in the infield. Zach Smith says he does it better than anybody.
Tyner Hughes swung through strike 2 and then able to check off on that one. That would have needed an or to put that one in play. Tyner, that one rocketed right by him, and the first strikeout of the night for Zach Smith.
Elevate the heat and honor the punchy. Zach Smith, holster at the hip, go grab a chair. One away, all on his own doing.
That one inside. Dalton Cornett really trying to find his swing here, and you know he's going to. And this is the interesting part about hitters, especially in banana ball. But man, you know that a guy this talented is going to find it. But you think he probably gets in his own head so much because he so desperately wants that first hit of the night, that first home run of the season, and just to find some rhythm. But you know DC3, after he just absolutely torpedoed balls left and right in 2025, is going to find his swing. Right now, he'd love to find the bases on a ball 4 sprint, and he will do just that. Firefighters been really smart there, disciplined, and at the last second, DC3 puts on the handbrake. Hand truck? Excuse me. Easy for me to say out there in TV land. DC3 puts on the handbrake and finds a way to go back to first.
Been really impressed by this Coconuts ball 4 sprint defense. For one of the 2 new teams in banana ball, they look like they have it down pat. Really, since opening night against the Firefighters, no one's been able to get a second base on it.
By the way, the trick play count now, 11 for the Firefighters, 9 for the Coconuts. That becomes very critical in the top of the 8th and the bottom of the 8th as Logan Lacey skies this one to a light pole behind the fans. Remember, the Coconuts got the equalizer point in FSU, and that changed the whole 9th inning. Instead of being up 2, Firefighters were only up 1. As Lacey sends this one up to Ben Parker. Does he have a trick play in him? You bet! Backflip landed on the shoulder.
2 backflips in 1 game? Ben Parker put on a show. Oh my Lanta! Are you kidding me? I mean, are you kidding me? Is that Ben Pumps Parker or Ben Gainer Parker? He joined the backflip club and has 3 in his last 2 games. He's not just a part of the club, he's in the inner circle already.
Ben Parker, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, folks. In center field, he's just incredible. Now EJ sends one right back to him.
I feel so bad.
In center field, does he have another one? Tip drill. Gideon Ansel, did he bring that one in? Yeah, he did with the bare hand too.
What a way to close out the inning for Ben Parker and the Loco Beach Coconuts defense. You talk about the equalizer point. Those guys are well aware of the situation, and the outfield eats, not only keeping the Firefighters off the board, but adding a couple trick plays along the way. Loco Beach heating up, baby.
Top of the 8th inning here. It's a 3-2 game in favor of the Firefighters, but right now, man, the trick plays come into spotlight in the biggest of ways. Top of the 8th inning. It is 11-11 in the trick play column. And again, if you're just new here to Banana Ball, this year inserting a new rule for the first time, full-time, the equalizer point. After the final full inning, before the final inning, we will count up the trick plays. If the visiting team has more, they'll be awarded an equalizer point. If they have less than the home team, then the score stays the same. Essentially, it's an equalizer point to see if you can deny the visiting team a point, or if the visitors can earn that extra point as that one goes foul. And again, no fan caught foul ball.
11-11, make a wish. This is a huge inning for the Firefighters defensively because they'll set the tone of the number the Coconuts have to chase in the home half of this inning for that equalizer point that, as you mentioned last inning, was the huge difference maker.
J.D. Urso just looked at strike 2. Again, fair harbor rule. He can go out of the box if he thought it was a ball 4 sprint, which he clearly did. Zach Phillips, by the way, the quickest pitcher on this team by time last week as that one goes to Tiny and it goes off his glove. Just barely out of his reach, and that one lands into right field. So Zach Phillips, who was lightning quick, 1:27 seconds in his first frame against the Savannah Bananas last Saturday. His first frame for the Firefighters.
Hold on.
Now trying to go a little bit quicker, and the Coconuts are organizing something here. A golden bat in the 8th inning. Huge opportunity for the Coconuts, AJ. Wonder who we get tonight.
Golden batter, Jordan Brewer.
All the guts, let's see if it comes with all the glory. Coach Krocko, gutsy decision. Opts to bring Jordan Brewer to the plate. He's already homered tonight. And with a golden batter in the 8th inning, Loco Beach is out for blood in the ocean.
And think about this too, Jordan Brewer is in the top half of the frame. Coconuts are in the bottom half of the frame. It makes all the sense in the world to try it now because he's going to come back up to the plate, likely either in the top of the, the top of the 9th or maybe a little bit later here in the 8th inning. He fouls that one off down his line.
First golden at-bat opportunity for Brewer as a Coconut.
Sends this one into the seats. Do the fans have a play? They don't. Bounced off the concrete and play on. Brewer up to left field, really climbing the ladder. Noah Bridges sets up for it, and he just brings it in the old-fashioned way. And Urso trying to tag up, not in time. So he does tag from first to second. Tyner Hughes, the throw was probably there, but just a little bit out of his reach. So now, with a runner on second, Philly got to get out of damage here. And we've seen the Firefighters do it a couple different times. That one right back to Noah. Brings that one in, tip drill! And the Firefighters take the ever-important lead in the trick play column, 12-11. And who comes up? The guy we have been talking about all night comes up clutch. Couple of backflip catches, and Ben Parker. The strongest man in Banana Ball against the fastest pitcher in Banana Ball. What else would you rather be doing as that one was smoked into the netting? Where else would you find a matchup like this? The 0-2. Again, we rocket one by and we'll play on.
It's exactly who you want up in this situation.
My palms are tingling, blood pressure's going up. Inside to Ben Parker, and he thought about trying to steal first, and EJ catches up to it just in the nick of time. Thought for a moment Ben might have just taken one off the arm. Instead, he gets a ball. It's 1-2. Into the dirt. Parker has yet to strike out this season. One of the many just incredible nuggets about this man. And he lines one through the gap into right field. Darian McDowell doesn't field it cleanly, and Ben Parker's gonna bring home a run.
Ben Parker! Oh my goodness! You want to talk about going loco? He gives me a reason to do it 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We're dancing. It is a run-scoring, 2-out single, 3 hits, 2 backflip catches, 3 trick plays. Ben Parker does it all. Play the bongos. I just broke Yoshi's necklace up here. I got so excited. Sorry,
Folks,
Yoshi was getting a
He
head against the
pounding window in
glass.
front of us for a good 25 seconds. Surprised the window didn't break. Man who's called 18 games here at Dickey Stevens Park, testing out the glass here in the press box. That one rocking it right back to Peanut in between the legs. That's a big one because now it's a 2 trick play lead in that column. And now the Firefighters trailing 1-0 in the inning, but leading in the trick play column. A matchup of huge proportions going into the bottom half of the frame. Can the Firefighters equalize it in the bottom half here in Little Rock?
Here's Kaz Egan.
Little Rock, you have been rocking with us all night long, but we need you one more time. It's time for a firefighter tradition. I need everybody to get your phones out, turn on your flashlights, and get ready to sing along.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down some familiar road. And although this wave is stringing us along,
We love you.
know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
We love you, Little Rock.
The tension building here in Arkansas as Joe Filomeno steps up to the plate. Huge chance for him to earn some really big real estate here in Banana Ball. The Firefighters up 3-2. Coconuts lead the 8th inning 1-0. Firefighters ahead in the trick play column 13-11. So essentially, the Firefighters could serve themselves and also harm themselves by just striking out 3 straight times. You could deny the equalizer point, or at least deny the chance for the Coconuts to get it, but you also would be surrendering a given point at the top of the frame. There is a lot of strategy that could happen here as the Firefighters are set to bring up Armando Becerra, Peanut Green, and Darren McDowell.
I'm just focused on the fact that it's raining marinara. Joe Meatball Filomeno gets a hug from Dane Toughlin, and we're ready to roll in the biggest frame of the night to this point. Meatball still sits in the 90s despite 6 years removed from his professional playing days.
What an awesome moment last week he and Joe Mikulik had with each other, being able to celebrate going back to Frisco where the two met. That one goes outside. Now Philly, it's a long time before Banana Ball that he had pitched, AJ Switek. 2019 was the last time he'd really thrown a ball. I love the story Val Perez tells about him when she saw him at a tryout. He just walked up onto the bump and you see this big meatball and he just throws gas and you're like, where did that come from? But he goes 4 straight balls here to Armando Becerra, who got a late takeoff. So now he'll just go on to first base. And again, the Firefighters at this point, if they have the trick play lead, they just need a run. That would tie the inning, deny a point for the Coconuts, and it would deny the equalizer point, probably.
Chief!
Chief! Oh my goodness! He got the bat! Yes! We didn't see him in FSU! The first time we see Chief in 2026! It's a successful bat grab! I'm out of breath!
It's a good thing I tested that glass because you just gave it all it could handle.
I have a headache now.
Rightfully
awesome.
so. Chief is awesome.
We didn't see him at Florida State very much. As Armando goes back. Man, Chief. I've got the Chief headband going on here. Got some arm sleeves with the Dalmatian pattern. Just good to see one of the most popular firefighters you'll ever meet. That's now 5 straight bad ones here from Joe Filomeno. Make it 6 straight bad ones. Easy for me to say yet again. See, this is what Chief does to me. I can't talk. Well, again outside, Ashby Vining really trying to frame it up for him. But this could go bad in a hurry, and you wonder if C.J. Williams could be ready to go early on here. We saw Mark Crockett was unafraid of doing something. Another ball 4 sprint. That's 8 pitches in the inning and 8 balls, and the ball gets away from Tofflin. Do they test it? No, they don't. Armando will halt at third. Peanut got to second. And so now, 2 on in scoring position. And Chief's back again! Yes! It's the best inning ever! 2 straight bats for Chief! Woo!
This is where gamesmanship's interesting. If you bring in 2 runs here, you not only win the inning, but the Coconuts can't get the equalizer point. So a ball over the infield is essentially a 2-point swing here for the Firefighters.
And remember, they have already used, the Coconuts, I should say, have already used the golden at bat. Don't get to use it again as Darren McDowell looks at one inside. It's a 1-1 count. Again outside, it's a 2-1. McDowell has been excellent tonight. Can he get a ball 4 sprint? It would surely win the inning. Could he get a hit? Could surely win the inning. Too low. A ball 4 sprint would win it. Ashby Vining telling everybody go in. Infielders know it. Ball 4 sprint defense could be on. He did it again! Ball 4 sprint! In comes Mondo. Smoke races around, and the Firefighters earn the points, and they deny the equalizer point. Incredible discipline from the Firefighters. I don't even think they swung the bat in the inning. And instead, they go from potentially having the most pressure on them in the 9th inning to now a 4-2, and there's no shot for the Coconuts to get the equalizer points.
What a swing in favor of the Firefighters, and that is where discipline comes into play. Meatball was struggling to find the strike zone. It is a 2-point swing for the Firefighters. Every run counts as a point in the 9th inning. Let's check in on the field before we get there.
It's Sam Tenez, everyone!
I think I got a hit.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of a gun. I'm like a titan that's rising, oh, just you watch. I'm stepping into fame. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. Oh, 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 oh. This is how legends are made. Oh, 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 oh. This is how legends are made.
Now pitching for the Firefighters, the closer, number 18, Ben Dom.
The Fire and Flames are out for Ben Dumb III. And what an interesting situation we find ourselves in. The exact same situation we saw in Florida State. Ben Dumb coming into the 9th inning, a 4-3 lead for the Firefighters. The Coconuts score 3 runs in the 9th inning. Tonight, it's a 4-2 lead for the Firefighters. Does that extra point A.J. Switek give who we thought was the best pitcher in the league last year, the reigning and now defending Banana Ball Pitcher of the Year? Does that give him some extra room to work with as you continue to see the fire shooting out?
It's the world's greatest insurance policy, right? And how about redemption for Ben Dumb? I bet you he wouldn't want it any other way. It is an identical situation to where he faltered the lead in Tallahassee. It's where the comeback Coconuts were coined, and don't count the Loco Beach team out at any point in the contest. They play wire to wire. It's Jordan Brewer, Eric Osberg, Ashby Vining. The 3-2 up for Crocco's crew, needing at least 2 runs to extend this ball game.
Man, fire just is launching with every pitch. High into the skies over us. A.J. Switek thought about making a play, but there's a roof over top of him, so we'll play on it. It's a 1-2 count. Ball's actually gonna slide down the roof. A lot of kids are thinking about it. Brewer looks at one up high. And for Ben Dumb, the whole story with him is he doesn't give you free bases. Well, it started with a home run against Gideon Antle as that one skied up. Does Mason Maxwell have a play at first? Stops, into the crowd, and it will not be a fan-caught foul ball. Boy, that would have been a nice time to have it. I have goosies right now.
Maxwell just barely ran out of real estate there. Jordan Brewer gets an extra life. Big opportunity.
Brewer, high up. If Logan Lacey hits this, it's for the love of the game, and instead just brings it in. 1 down.
2 outs away from the Firefighters' first win in the Banana Ball Championship League era. They're going to have to get through Eric Osberg first, a hammering lefty with 10 years of pro experience.
Eric Osberg, professional hitter against now a professional closer. And Ben Dumb just on the outside. Great discipline from EO. Osberg out to the parking lots. Osberg high into left field. This could be trouble. Lacey giving it chase, and he brings it in. 2 down and 2 down for showtime.
Here comes the man with chicken chalupa power. Ashby Vining singled in his last time up. He's got to get on base to extend this ball game. This is who you want up in this situation because he wants the bat in his hands. He wants the spotlight. He's getting the crowd into it. Do the Coconuts have another comeback in them here in the month of March?
Powerful swing, but he misses.
Loco Beach down to the final strike.
Can the Firefighters get off the slide in 2026? Vining up to the stars. Armando underneath. The Firefighters are winners in 2026. Armando Becerra with the final out, and the sirens of victory will sound from coast to coast around the country. The Firefighters burn down the beach, and for the first time this season, we get to see the black and neon do a little dancing. Absolutely tremendous stuff here for the Firefighters. They launch the Fire and Flames for the first time. And in a situation where the ghost of yesterday could have snuck in, they get 3 straight outs, 3 straight pop-ups. And boy, that looked like the team a lot of people had some confidence in before 2026 arrived. Kaz Egan is down on the field, but what an awesome game for a couple different firefighters. Bradford Webb, 3 key innings, 3 strikeouts, and gets the win. Jared Donaldson responding from an opening inning home run to ultimately keep it scoreless. But the showman of the night is the rookie, Darian McDowell, and he's standing on the field with Michael Schwartz.
Hey guys, well, the rookie putting in the pro moves, the hit, advancing the Firefighters, the first win. What's that like?
Oh, it's great. This is for us to keep rolling right now. That was what we needed right there.
Look at this energy. Look at the fans. Can we see all the fans? What was it like for this minor league park, 7,000?
Yeah, I'm a Pensacola kid, so it's a little town out there in Florida, but this is amazing. I love seeing it all day.
How are we going to celebrate this one?
How am I going to celebrate?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to celebrate together. That's all I know. Yes, sir.
Hey, we're going to celebrate together because we got Sunday coming up here tomorrow, but congratulations on the first win. I think, are we getting, the socks over the cleats, Darren. Thank you so much. Congrats on the win, man. They're pumped down here, and why not? Their first win. AJ and Zach, you guys were pumped with Chief. How about that first win? We'll send it back up to you guys.
Yeah, Michael, it was all a win all night long. Chief was unbelievable, and the Firefighters were tremendous. 4-2 the final, and Darian McDowell, just a steady, consistent presence in the box tonight. Was 1 for 1, 2 RBIs, couple of ball 4 sprints, a trick play, and I cannot stress this enough, maybe the most important play of the game. He gets a fly out in right field and then keeps himself locked in enough to be able to turn a trick play, or a double play, excuse me, at first base to Mason Maxwell. Got the Coconuts completely out of the inning with no damage done. The Firefighters then went on to score a couple more points. Darren McDowell was awesome tonight, and that's the kind of performance. Yes, the stat line 1 for 1 doesn't seem like much, but man, that's the kind of performance you can build off of.
You just talked for a full minute and didn't mention that he had 2 walk-offs. 2 walk-offs. That's the difference maker. It was a 2-point game. Darian McDowell, big time in right field, big time at the plate. The patient approach pays off for the Firefighters' first win.
9th round draft pick for the Firefighters in the 2026 Banana Ball Player Draft. He's a former 6th round pick for the San Diego Padres. He broke just about every record you could find at West Florida, and you saw why tonight. Just a steady, rock-solid presence here for the Firefighters. We welcome you back inside the Fire Dispatch Center here. AJ Switek, Zach Staten. I cannot stress to you guys enough out in TV land and to you, AJ. Firefighters needed that for the confidence in the worst of ways.
It's huge for the Firefighters, and it's also huge for the sport of banana ball. That is exactly what you envision when you put the equalizer point into play, because I want to paint this picture for you. 8th inning, Loco Beach is up 1-0, and they have a chance to take the equalizer point. They've got a chance to take the lead in the ball game, but the Firefighters, with their veteran experience, not only are able to get the trick play advantage, but they're also able to get an inning win with a couple of runs, 3 ball 4 sprints. It all pays off, and the equalizer point, although it didn't go to Loco Beach, very much came into play and was a big part of why the Firefighters won.
Absolutely. It would have been 4-3 if the Firefighters had given up the trick play. Instead, it's 4-2, and Ben Dumm has so much room to work with there. This game had everything. Home run, bunch of trick plays, 13-11 in the trick play column. I mean, we're approaching 30 at this point, just like my age, by the way. Had Fire and Flames. We had Chief. We had Chief tonight, AJ. I'm losing my mind. That's AJ Switek. I'm Zach Staten. Michael Schwartz down on the field. Chadwick Volstead did an unbelievable job producing this bad boy. Alex Gross directing our stuff back in Savannah. What an unbelievable game we've had here in Little Rock. And by the way, we're not done yet. Tomorrow, right back here, 2 o'clock. First pitch goes then. We'll see you then. Arkansas, good to the Firefighters. Their first visit here, and they're winners 4-2. For AJ, I'm Zach. We'll see you next time. You got to do this in FSU. Let me have this one. Everybody, fire me up! Yeah, baby! Saw Chief tonight. See you later.